What is good, y'all? So today I'm gonna be showcasing this beautiful, juicy, scrumptious, very fun Fallen Knight build. Now, before this video starts, I do want to thank y'all for all of the positive comments and support that I've been getting on this channel and on all of the videos. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Y'all got me blushing and shit for real. But yeah, anyways, so I will say this build is probably the most fun I've had on this game. It's so fun to use this build. All of the combos, they're so satisfying. They're so fun to use. So yeah, now this build, it's not like some crazy meta min-maxed build, but it's still super fun. And don't get me wrong, don't misunderstand me. It's this build is still very strong. I win most of my gladiators, and so yeah, don't misunderstand that at all. It wouldn't be a fun build to use if it's not good. So yeah, now as y'all can see, I am using Kane's Fang on this build, but don't get demotivated or anything. So I have made a list of weapons that I think could work in this build, but honestly any weapon can work. It's just you have to make sure that you're comfortable with the crit that the weapon has. Now I'm saying this because this build is based around the critical of your weapon. So yeah, I've made a list on weapons that could work. Now please do your own research on the weapon before you use it, because I'm going based off of the the Discord server. They have those little gifs where they show the critical on a dummy. Now this does not show me how much knockback it does, which is very important for this build. So please do check how much knockback. Preferably it doesn't send them flying or anything, but yeah. Alright y'all, I'm gonna be now listing the weapons that I think you can use to substitute Kane's Fang. Now the first one is just Blade of the Fallen, which is the normal base Fallen Knight sword. Now the issue with that sword is the fact that the critical sends them flying, so you can't really do insane combos with it, but you can the crit is still pretty good, you feel me? It's not that bad. The next sword is Cat Cleaver. Now it's this cactus sword. I saw the crit. I think you could make it work. The issue is I don't know how far that sends you flying. So yeah, if it's the Blade of the Fallen where it sends the enemy to Narnia, then I don't think it's that good. But yeah. Then the next one is Antline's Tusk. Now this weapon, it's a blueprint. I think you have to craft that. Now I looked at the crit. It seems pretty cool. Honestly, the sword is very drippy. It looks so cool. But yeah, I think the crit could work. But once again, I don't know the knockback on the crit, so make sure you do some research on that before you do it. Then Bone Club. Now Bone Club, I'm pretty sure has a follow-up crit. Once again, I don't know the knockback, but the crit seems good on the dummy that was shown in the Discord server. So yeah, I think you can do some crazy combos with that, honestly. So yeah, another sword is Katana. Now I'm pretty sure you get this from a boss. The crit looks pretty insane, actually. I think that would be the one that I would go for if I couldn't get Kane's Fang. Either that or the next one that I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, the Katana, the crit is this barrage, and I feel like you can do some insane combos with that, so I do recommend you get that. And then finally, the last sword that you can substitute Kane's Fang with is Luminite Sword. Now this one is also very expensive, but it's a lot less expensive than Kane's Fang. So yeah, if you have an extra Luminite bar, which you get from Moonshine Relics, you can get that. Now I can pretty much confirm that the Luminite Sword crit is fine, because I used the Luminite Sickle on my other build, and the crit knockback isn't that crazy, so I'm assuming it's the same type of knockback. So yeah. But anyways, in this video I'm going to be showcasing all of the relics that I'm using: the outfit, the armor, the blocks, gold blood, subclass, race, everything. Okay, now let's start off with the relics. So let me go down here. So the relics that I'm using, they're all buffing my crit. So the first one is Dark Steel Horseshoe. Now what this does is every time I land my crit, it takes my dash out of cooldown. So what this allows me to do is like an offensive dash, use my critical, and then dash again and catch them with some other ability like Vital Slashes or Subjugate or any move, honestly. That's the thing I love about Fallen Knight. It's the fact that you can like use any abilities and combo extend with them. Like they go so well together, you feel me? So yeah, I love that about this class. The second relic is Blue Harpy Feather. Now, what this does is it like makes me be able to move normally when I'm using my crit. So as you can see, boom, I get only like a very small slowness debuff, so it's good. Very useful for some combos. Like for example, if you're using Subjugate, since it like knocks them back slightly, you can do Subjugate and then just walk and use the crit, and you'll be able to hit them with the crit. So yeah, very useful. I'll show you guys what it looks like without the relic. See how I'm very slow without this relic. So this is a pretty useful relic. Now the third relic is Power Glove. Now this has to be one of the best relics in the game. It's a 1-star relic, and what it does is it makes my critical attack do 15% more damage, and it has 25% lower cooldown. This is just insane. You can probably fit this in any build that you make. It's so good. But yeah, especially for this build, because it's like based around the critical of your weapon. So yeah, now next I'm going to be talking about the outfit that I'm using and the armor. So if you guys watched my Vampire Wraith video, it's pretty much the same thing. So you want to go steel mail armor. I know it looks like I'm using this armor, but it's just vanity. Steel mail is what I'm actually using. It's the best armor, like best outfit in the game. You get it from the Tundra chests. So yeah. Then the armor that you want to use. Now this, I'm not using the optimal armor. I was just too lazy to go get the armor. But I highly recommend getting the party hat and then Queen Bee chestplate and Queen Bee leggings. Now make sure that all of those armor pieces are with heavy reforge. This makes you very tanky, so it's very important, especially with Fallen Knight, since thrust and vital slashes take away a portion of your HP, so it's pretty important to be tanky. Now next I'm going to be talking about the gold blood that I'm using. Now I'm pretty sure it's called leg catcher or something. What it does is basically I get 60% larger dodge frames, so, or like a dodge window, so it's a lot easier to dodge. And this is good with Fallen Knight, because there's this thing in Fallen Knight where if you dodge and the enemy's close to you, you do like a little like jab, a little punch at them, so that does a little bit of damage. So it's pretty good, honestly. Now there wasn't really any other options, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure that's the only, or actually no, I think there's 3 gold blood things or upgrades for this class. So yeah, the other ones sounded pretty buns, so I had to go for this. Now I'm gonna talk about the blocks that I'm using on my abilities. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was making this build with the assumption that counters proc blocks, but apparently they don't. So yeah, fuck me. So I had to go for something else. So yeah, I was originally gonna go for vampiric block on disarm, and fade. I was gonna put a Zer block on fade, but I can't do that, so I just put them on random abilities. Now the thing about this build is it doesn't really matter what blocks you use and on what abilities, because you're going to be using all of your abilities, and like this build is like a little bit of this, little bit of that I'll build, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter what blocks you go, but these ones I find to be effective. So yeah, so the first block that I'm using is on thrust. It's vampiric block. So what this does is it applies 8 seconds of anti-heal onto the enemy when I hit them with the ability. Now this ability is a gap closer, and it's something that I use to start combos off. So it's something that like I hit them with the thrust, and then I do some combo like subjugate and then use critical, and I don't want them to be able to heal after that. So it's good to have like this anti-heal block on them, so they just can't heal. It's really good. It's honestly, it's slept on so much. But yeah, Now the next block that I'm using is a Rougeblox on Soul Rend. Now the reason why I have it on Soul Rend is because what Soul Rend does is it applies knockdown onto the enemy, meaning they can't dash, they're just stuck in place, so they have to tank the fire damage. Now I'm not sure if you can roll off Azure Flames at all, so I might be tripping, but like I wasn't taking any chances, so I put it on Soul Rend just in case, so they have to tank a bit of the fire damage because they're knocked down, so they can't like dash or anything, they can't do anything. So yeah, then the third block that I'm using is Flashing Block on Subjugate. Now this is not necessary, you can go for probably like lifesteal or something else, anything that you want. But now the reason why I'm using Flashing Block on Subjugate is because Subjugate knocks the enemy back, so this helps me do some follow-up like combo onto them. So usually what I would do is Subjugate, and then all I have to do is press crit and it'll teleport me with the perfect timing. So it's just not like I teleport to them and I can just instantly use a crit, and it's pretty hard to parry and dodge or anything, so it catches people off guard a lot. Now I do want to give y'all a tip. So with this build, you don't want to repeat the same combo. So I know I've been yapping about some Subjugate into crit combo, but you don't want to repeat this. You want to do something like different. So switch it up always. You want to go for like critical and then like dash and maybe use Subjugate, or critical, use Soul Rend after. Something different. The thing about this build is you can make your own combos really easily and they'll work out because all of the abilities with the crit go really well together. So yeah, now I want to talk about the race that I'm using. So as y'all can see, I'm using Nomad. Now this is obviously because I was planning on going Azure Flame on Fade, but it doesn't work. So yeah, but still it's still a really good race to go for because 2 counters and an evasion is very good. It's very powerful. So yeah, I do still highly recommend this race. Other like races that I'd go for is like Phantom, because of the infinite hunger that you get, and the fright move. The fright move is honestly really good, because if they decide to like tank it and look at you while you're using fright, then they get stunned and they, like stunned a little bit and they can't move, so you can just start off some combo. You can walk to them, use your air critical, something like that. But yeah, but if they also decide to like look away from your fright to counter it, they're just sitting ducks here. They're just looking away from you and you can just come behind them, slime them, use your critical, anything. So it's honestly a really good move. But yeah, now the other race that I could recommend is Orc. Now Orc is good with pretty much anything. It has plus HP, so you get like a lot more HP. You're very tanky, and also the ability where you have like this red aura and you're like rushing at like the person that you're fighting. That is honestly really busted. I swear, like maybe I'm just a drone or something, but I swear I can never parry that. I've parried that like once in my life because I swear the parry timing is off. But yeah, it's very good. And if you decide to go for Orc, I would honestly replace Flashing Block on Subjugate and replace it with the ability that comes with Orc. So I'd put Flashing Block on the Orc ability. It's really good because usually it sends them flying, so you'll be able to teleport to them and follow up with some maybe Subjugate or something else like your critical. So yeah, it's very good. Also, I do want to mention pretty much any race works with this. So if you can't get Nomad or Orc or Phantom, don't worry, you can run this build. It's not like very race dependent or anything, so it's all good. Anything works with this, so don't worry. Now I want to talk about the subclass that I'm using. Now, as you can see, I am a base mage with this. Now, I do gotta say, I am horrible at using spells. I swear it's so hard for me to like get the perfect mana percentage, but still I'd use this just for Radiance. Honestly, Radiance is super good, like passive healing. And if you are good at using spells, Chill, I've seen Chill be very good. I don't know how much mana you need for Chill, but yeah, I know that's very good, and so is mana pull. People use mana pull a lot, so I do recommend that as well. But yeah.
I sit the dumb peak watching Gandhi till I'm charged and writing in my book of rhymes all the words past the margin. The whole mic I'm throbbing, mechanical movement, understandable smooth issue that murderers move with. The thief's theme, play me at night, they won't act right. The fiend of hip hop has got me stuck like a half pipe. The mind activation, react like I'm facing time like Cappy Mason. With pins I'm embracing, wipe the sweat off my dome, spit the phlegm on the street. Suede Timbs on my beats makes my cipher complete. Weather cruising in a 6 cab, I'm on Tarot Jeep, I can't call it. The beats make me falling asleep, I keep falling, but never falling 6 feet deep. I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for dead presidents to represent me. Me. The world is this. The world is yours. The world is yours. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. Whose world is this? Whose world is yours? The world is yours. The world is yours. To my man Ill Will, God bless your life. To my people throughout Queens, God bless your life. I trick we boxing crazy, is aiming guns and all my baby pictures. Beef with housing police, release scriptures that's maybe Hitler's. Yet I'm the mal money, getting style, rolling foul. The versatile honey, sticking wild, golden child, dwelling in the rotten apple. You get tackled, caught by the devil's lasso. This shit's a hassle. There's no days for broke days when sellers pays while all the old folks pray to Jesus, soaking their sins in trays. A holy water, odds against nods and slaughter. Finger the word best describing my life. To name my daughter my strength. My son and star will be my resurrection. Born in correction, all the wrong shit I did. He'll lead in right direction. How you living large or broke, a charge off and mediocre. You flipping off my playing skip spades and strip poker. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Yo, the world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. Young city bandit, hold myself down single-handed. Below the raps, I kick my thoughts alone, get remanded. Born alone, die alone. No clue to keep my crown a throne, I'm deep, I sound alone. Cave inside 1,000 miles from home, I need a new again for this black cloud to follow. Cause while it's over me, it's too dark to see tomorrow. Trying to maintain, I flip, feel the to the tip. Picturing my peeps, not eating, can make my heartbeat skip. And I'm amped up, they like to champ up. Even my brains in handcuffs, headed for Indiana. It's been women like the Phantom. The crew is laughing, Big Willie style. Check the chip to smell. Plus I walk out wow. Stash through the block rolls, burning dollars to light my stove off the blocks with a box. Checking dames plus the games people play. Bust the problems of the world today. It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Yeah. The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Yeah, alright. To everybody in Queens, the foundation. The world is yours. To everybody uptown, yo, the world is yours. The world is yours. To everybody in Brooklyn, y'all know the world is yours. The world is yours. Everybody in Mount Vernon, the world is yours. Long Island, yo, the world is yours. Staten Island, yeah, the world is yours. South Bronx, the world is yours. Alright. What defines my name? What defines defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector. Shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the bottle again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Vape pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot. Every box be soaking. From a time when weed was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shot them like real bullets and prop guns. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name?
Alright, y'all, this is gonna be the end of the video. If y'all enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna be making more build videos. My next build video, it's gonna be a crazy meta min-maxed build, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, see y'all.